Hey guys, today we're gonna be going over about the maximum and minimum density of soil. We're gonna be using this sand right here. This is the sand that we're gonna be using in order to determine the maximum and minimum density, and also we can know the maximum and minimum unit weight or the unit weight of that soil. So stay with us. Thank you. So pretty much what we need like a rule to measure the diameter and the height of the weight in the mold. We need the weight that we're gonna be put on top of the mold. This is the weight. This is the mold that we're gonna be using, where we're gonna put our sand in here. This is the sand that we're gonna be using for this lab. So the first step that we do, we're gonna be weighing the mass of the mass of the mold. So pretty much that's the first thing that we're gonna do. So the next thing we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be determining the height of the mold. So we can gonna get the diameter of the mold. So in order to get the diameter of the mold, we can just stop. Now we're gonna measure the height of the weight. So we're gonna be measuring the height of the weight. We're gonna be adding soil to fill completely the mold. So this is the sand that we're gonna be using. Pretty much what we have the maximum volume, because the mold is completely full, so that is the maximum volume we will achieve. And then this maximum volume, definitely, since the sand is loose, is gonna give us the lower density. So once we put these on top of this, we put on top of the mold, and then we're gonna be vibrating, like this is the vibrating table that we're going to be using. So we're going to be compacting the soil, we're going to be densifying the soil. So the sediment is going to happen. So that sediment is going to give us a less volume than the one we have at the beginning. And then this small or minimum volume is going to give us the maximum density of the soil. So we actually like shake it for like pretty much like a minute. It's really enough. Just put a new timer, 1 minute. Should be enough. So we're gonna start right now. Okay, after a minute we stop, and if you can see, I put my hand on top. So the reason why we put our hands on top is because we want the sediment to be uniform. We want a uniform sediment to happen around the mold. So pretty much we want to know, if you get closer, so we see that now our volume has reduced a little bit. So this is our minimum volume that's gonna give us the maximum density of the soil. But then we want to know the height, like how much is settled. Like that's pretty much what we need to know. So if we put just this one back in here, we can take the measurement of, because we know the initial height of the weight. So now we're gonna get the final height. Okay, it was pretty much here, sand was here, and then it kind of settled this height right here. Like the height that settled is the height that is below. So pretty much if we do the initial height of the weight, which was 127, and then the final height, which was 115.9, it gives us the difference of 11 millimeters. Like the settlement that happened was 11 millimeters. So now that we can compute the maximum density, which is gonna be given by the minimum volume, and then we can compute also the minimum density, which is the one we had in the beginning. So that's pretty much using the formula of area, diameter, and then the height, you can get the volume. So you can get all the computations and then come out with an equation with the final density of this one. Hey guys, thank you once again. We finished the lab, which is the maximum and minimum density of the soil. And remember, for this lab, we had pretty much two main things. Like, we need to get the volume of the mold, which is the initial volume, the maximum volume, which is before we using the vibrating table. That's the one we get first. That maximum volume is gonna give us the minimum density. Remember, the density is mass of the soil, which is that's only the soil, divided by the volume of the mold. So which is pretty much the easy rule. And then by the end, we're gonna get, which is after the settlement happens, we're gonna get the minimum volume, because we're gonna start from here, then it's gonna go down. This minimum volume right here is the one that is gonna give us the maximum density of the soil. Or by the end, we're just gonna have the mass over volume to get the density for this soil. So that's pretty much what we get so far, and then I hope you guys like it, and then if you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you so much.